All right, y'all. So it's 12:12 on my clock right now. I just got done reading Psalm 77, but I'm going to reread it again, and then I'm also going to just make little shorts of all the scriptures that the Lord gave me. Okay, and these mostly center around the Lord keeping His promises and fulfilling His oaths to His children, despite the circumstances we find ourselves in currently. It's just Him reminding us that as much as the enemy tries to press us and make us question God's motives and the works that He's doing in His presence, if His presence is even there, God is just trying to remind you that one, yes, He is always there, and two, He is still a good God. The enemy is the only one that comes to kill, steal, and destroy, right? But God is always on your side, and He is still working out miracles. And He said, remember the miracles that He's already done for you. No matter how big or how small it was, remember that God has always come through for you, and He will always continue to come through for you. If there is something big that you are waiting on Him to do in your life, if there is something big that He has promised you, but it just seems to be taking forever, understand that the bigger the blessing, the more time it's going to take for Him to work that out and to move all the enemy's obstructions and barriers out the way to get it to you. But also know that that means there is a bigger and a greater work that He has to do within you so you can be prepared to receive that big thing, that big blessing that He's bringing you. Okay? So, let me read this. So, again, this is Psalm 77. All right. I cried out to God for help. I cried out to God to hear me. When I was in distress, I sought the Lord. At night, I stretched out untiring hands, and I would not be comforted. So this was us wondering, where is God in our situation and our time of need? I remembered you, God, and I groaned. I meditated, and my spirit grew faint. You kept my eyes from closing. I was too troubled to speak. It's hard to speak when you're crying, right? I thought about the former days, the years of long ago, and I remembered my songs in the night. My heart meditated and my spirit asked, will the Lord reject forever? Will He never show His favor again? Has His unfailing love vanished forever? Has His promise failed for all time? Has God forgotten to be merciful? Has He in anger withheld His compassion? So this is us questioning, where is God? Has He forgotten about us? Has He rejected the promise? Right? Are we to not feel His love? Did we do something wrong? This is basically the stages of grief we go through in our times of hardship when we feel like the Lord isn't present or isn't working in our situation. Then I thought, to this I will appeal. The years when the Most High stretched out His right hand. I will remember the deeds of the Lord. Yes, I will remember your miracles of long ago. I will consider all your works and meditate on all your mighty deeds. In other words, I will remember what you've done for me in the past. I will remember. Okay? It's hard to forget. Sometimes life makes it easy to forget what God has already done for us, right? Especially in our current moments of suffering and struggling. But God is asking you to remember what He's already done and brought you through. Your ways, God, are holy. What God is as great as our God? Ain't one. There is not one God that this world could ever believe in that is greater than our God. Okay? You are the God who performs miracles. You are the God who performs miracles. You display your power among the people. With your mighty arm, you redeemed your people, the descendants of Jacob and Joseph. In this passage here, I didn't highlight it, but this is basically talking about how God commands the waters and they move, they do whatever He tells it to do. Anything on this earth is under the hand of God and it is subject to His will, right? He commands and controls everything. And then down here in verse 19, it says, your path led through the sea. He parted the waters. Your way through the mighty waters, though your footprints were not seen. Okay? The Israelites, they walked through the Red Sea. And I'm pretty sure that was a sight they have never seen anything like that in their entire life. They didn't physically see God walking through the water, but they did see him part the waters, and they saw the path that he laid before them. So sometimes we have to also recognize that when he is parting our Red Sea, when he is parting the waters of the Jordan, we have to see the path that the Lord is preparing for us or has laid before us, and we have to then walk and trust in that. That's where faith comes in, y'all. You led your people like a flock by the hand of Moses and Aaron. They were the shepherds. The Lord is our shepherd, y'all. And we have to remember that. Though it gets hard, we have to still remember that God hears us when we are calling out to him for help, when we are crying out for him. Okay? He hears our groaning, he hears our suffering, but he's asking us to remember him. We have to remember who he is, what he does, and what he has done, and what he is doing, what he is going to do, despite what it looks like. Remember him. Remember him. He is laying a path for you. Though you can't physically see him, he is still there for you, and he is still making a way where it seems like there is no way. He is holy. He is great. He is the Almighty God.